Hi folks, I'm just doing a little video here to show you around my Tascam US2400 which I'm now selling. So I really just wanted to give you a little video showing you around what it works with. So there had been a couple of questions on what operating systems support it and what versions of Pro Tools. So I'll show you just now that I'm running Windows 7 Professional 64-bit, and I'm going to load up a little Vegas mode session that I've created, just to show you that the faders are working smoothly and perfectly. Overall, the condition of the unit is probably near mint. It's in excellent condition. There's only possibly some, I don't know if you can see some of these things, some tiny minuscule scrapes there. The other thing that I will mention is that there is a crack in the plastic only, so everything else works perfectly, but it's just as I say, a small crack in the plastic, and the rest of it basically looks brand new. So I'll show you this when it loads up. So at the moment it's in mode 1, which is a Mackie HUI emulation. So whenever the hell this thing wants to load up, I'll show you what it does. Right, so that's me zeroed in now. And what I'm going to also be doing is to show you it working on the Mac. So I've got a MacBook Pro there, and the same version of Pro Tools. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go into your setup, into your peripherals, MIDI controllers, and make sure that you can see HUI selected in both of the, three of these columns. The first one is what's going to be emulated as number 1, basically. So you're wanting 1, 2 and 3. So number 1 corresponds to your first bank of 8 faders and master fader, transport, other options. Number 2, number 3, and if you're going to be using it, there's a 3D surround panner. And that is number 4. There's also an option for a number 5, I believe. Yeah. So number 5 actually is a soft LCD program that they brought out, basically to emulate the LCD strip, which you don't have on this panel. So I'll kick this off just now. So here we go. Et voila. So what have I got? I've got, how many? 56, possibly. So that's the first bank going. If you press bank up, and you can switch between these at any point, it goes back to the normal, into the other bank. Let's see if we've got another bank here. So that's just faders at 0, scroll back through the banks, pick up where we left off, and you can see that all of these things are working. These are all your panning knobs. So what we have here is a select, a solo, a mute, which, as I say, all work usual things. That's when you're soloing on the button, you can select several tracks, or what you can do is on the master panel you can select a few at the same time. Clear solo, and there's also a flip button, which I believe turns the rotary encoders into the faders or something like that. So what you will notice is that the master fader isn't up. The reason for that is that the HUI device driver doesn't support a master fader, but you can still use it, you can assign it, but as I say, at the moment it doesn't really do very much. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to stop that. Everything returns to 0. And I'm now going to unplug it and put it into the Mac. So yes, I said I was going to show you the version of Pro Tools. So Pro Tools, where's the help? About Pro Tools. So I'm on version 12.4.0, and as I say, this is a Windows computer running Windows 7 Pro 64-bit. So what I'll now do is shut this down just now. I've seen enough of that. Don't save. Close all this down. Take out my iLock. Stick it in here. Stick the iLock in. Grab a chair. So, this is a MacBook Pro. We're running here about this Mac. macOS Sierra, which is relatively new. And we're now going to load the same session. Test. Purely just to show you that it works on both operating systems. So that's almost it loaded in. Again, Pro Tools, about Pro Tools. Where are we? 12.5.2 this time. So, just double check my setup options. Peripherals, MIDI controllers, same deal, shows up. That's what you want to do. Cancel that, 0, and hit play. And here we are again. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, come back again, just to show you that everything's working here. Another bank coming in. And the blank bank. So, go back down the banks. So what I'm going to do now is hopefully show you this working. Quick Pro Tools save. So let's see everything here. I'm going to be showing you in Cubase, just to show you that the master fader actually does work. So the first thing you have to do is power it down. If you hit select, so if you hit select plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it changes it into different compatibility modes. So what I'm doing just now is putting it in another Mackie mode, is it? So you see that the 5 flashes as it powers up. So that's it, the compatible mode, and I'm just going to show you that the master fader can be controlled. Running a trial, yes. Here we go. It's 2400. So what I'm going to be doing here is, for some reason this is tiny. So you can see it comes up, and I can move this up and down, which corresponds to over here. Patrick Swayze's in the house, the ghost. So that's basically everything. The reason that I'm selling it is that I basically just don't get enough use of it just now. I've only got a small kind of home setup, and it's one of these things that you covet for so long. It's absolutely worth it. It'd be best served in a bigger studio. As I say, I just don't really use it that much. I don't record very often now either. So that's it. Everything's working perfect. And as I say, absolutely excellent. Excellent condition too. So I'm going to be posting it worldwide, seeing as it's not me who pays for the postage, so I don't know why I wouldn't post it worldwide. It's up to you. But yeah, happy bidding. Cheers.